Just got back in from getting my blood work done. People don't talk about this. Let's go over my recent blood work. My latest weigh-in was this morning. Y'all, these are what I like to call my lazy girl workouts because I literally get my workout done in 5, max 10 minutes, and I lost over 55 pounds doing that. Because you do not need to have the most extravagant, longest workout of the world. You just need to get your body moving. And something is better than nothing. And if you're like me and you're not like naturally a person that loves working out, and like if the idea of going to the gym for like an hour is absolutely daunting for you, then this is perfect. Get your 5-minute workout in. A lot of people feel like, oh, if I'm not gonna work out for an hour, then forget it, then they do nothing. That's the worst mindset to have. You can get such a good, powerful workout for your body in just 5-10 minutes. Like my glutes are burning and I'm doing it right in my garage, in my sandals, in the outfit that I just put on in the morning. Like you don't need to get ready in like the most perfect gym outfit and do this full-on extravagant workout. Work out in your pajamas, work out in your sandals, work out in your slippers. Wear no bra, I don't care. Just get your body moving. And you only need 5-10 minutes. Like this is like the most friendly workout. Like I said, this is for my lazy girls. Lazy but not lazy because we're really getting it in. But you know what I'm trying to say, like you don't need to do the most extravagant longest workout in the world. And I feel good, and it's just, I feel like I can start my day on a good foot now. Y'all, this right here is the truth, okay? This is my favorite snack, especially if you were trying to lose weight or gain muscle. 2 slices of this has, guess how much protein? Just take a little guess. 12 grams of protein, okay? In 2 slices. I get mine from Aldi's, by the way. That means this one little piece of turkey has 6 grams of protein, just like that. And it is only 25 calories. Making it the perfect little snack if you're on a deficit trying to lose weight. So I like to have 2 of these because it's only 50 calories and I'm getting 12 grams of protein. Name something else that'll give you that much protein for only 50 calories. Like even an egg has 6 grams of protein, but it's 70 calories, which I love eggs. I'm not saying it's bad, but like turkey is just so lean, so high protein. Best snack if you're trying to lose weight. I just finished my workout, so I want to get some protein in me. I'm about to go for my morning walk to get some steps in. I just want to get some protein in me. I've mentioned it before, but I've noticed that my energy levels and my mood is so much more stable when I get protein right away in the morning within at least an hour of waking up. My mood and my energy level and just my brain, like I don't have that brain fog. I just feel super stable throughout the day versus starting my day off with something that's heavier in carbs and not as high in protein. Also, I used to fast for a little too long in the morning, which would affect my thyroid, and I already have hypothyroidism, so my doctor told me to stop fasting for that long. I'm just holding this little piece of turkey in my hand. My doctor told me to not fast for too long in the morning. And again, I never did it intentionally. You guys just know I'm not a fan of breakfast. I prefer to eat like 1 large meal a day or 2 big meals in a day. That's just how I like to split my calories. But recently I realized it's really been affecting my thyroid, my mood, and my energy levels when I wait too long to eat. So yeah, this is like my little trick. Low calorie, high protein turkey slices. And again, I get mine from Aldi's. The best. And this one is smoked, so it just has like a really nice little flavor. I am always hitting some sort of Hot Wheels or monster truck. Anyways, I'm getting some water in and then on to getting my steps in. Good morning, y'all. It is a very rainy day here in Nashville. It's literally pouring, and it's supposed to pour all the way up until 1 p.m., which I don't know if if you guys live here or if you're familiar with the area, let me know what you think. But one thing I've noticed is when it does rain here, like if you look on the weather app and it shows rain, your first instinct is always to be like, oh, bummer, what a waste of a day, right? But every time you go and click and look at what time it's going to rain, it tends to rain in the evening or overnight. It's kind of cool because it's like it doesn't waste the day. Like you can still enjoy the day. But today it's been raining since like 6 a.m. I think, and it's raining until 1 p.m. So it's raining almost the whole day. But that's like not as common. I feel like most of the time when it does rain here, it's overnight. I don't know if that's just been a coincidence, but that's something I've noticed, which is kind of cool because it doesn't waste the whole day. But anyways, it is a super duper rainy day here. today, which is always a bummer. Like rain just gives you this like, oh, you know, you don't feel your most productive, but I got a lot of work to do. We just had the best Easter weekend, like the best. Kylo loved his Easter baskets that I did. My mom and sister wanted to get him Easter baskets, so I obviously just put it together for him. I got everything from like Walmart and Target. Here they are. We just had the biggest blast. I didn't do any vlogging because I was just fully submerged in mom mode, focused on him, and he seriously had so much fun. Guys, he has become the sweetest little boy. Like we were all, me, my husband, and him eating Easter dinner together on the table, and he randomly goes, "Oh, we're all eating together." And then he's like, "I like Easter, Mommy, I like Easter food." Like the sweetest. And then afterwards I made cookie cake, which I've made, you guys know I've made that for years, almost every holiday. It's kind of a tradition in my family, and I just want to continue the tradition even though I'm here for some holidays. And I thought it would be nice if I start incorporating Kylo in making it with me every year. So this year we made the cookie cake together, and he, you know, whisked up the cream cheese and the egg and sugar and all that stuff. And then afterwards we were in the backyard eating the cookie cake together, and he randomly goes, "What a beautiful day outside." Like he's just become the sweetest little kid with the best vocabulary. Like he just has a good vocabulary now. It amazes me. It just absolutely amazes me. And him doing his Easter egg hunt, like he was so serious. He was on a mission. Like his face was so serious. He was like looking for the eggs. It was the cutest. They had an Easter egg hunt at school. Our neighbor invited us over for an Easter egg hunt, which was so much fun. And then I just kind of put a couple outside in our backyard too for him to do. So he had 3 Easter egg hunts. So he's had a blast this weekend. He also had a birthday party. One of his besties had a birthday party on Saturday. So he has had a full, fun-packed weekend. And we are all just like exhausted. So today's kind of like a refresh day, but I also have lots of work to do. So let's make some matcha. Oh, I don't know why I'm going over there, because best hack you can do is make yourself a little coffee station, matcha station, whatever, and keep everything you need in that little section. I got the cups over here, matcha in here, spoons, tea strainer, frother in this drawer. So you're not having to like walk back and forth. Always got the allulose, 0 calories, and it literally tastes like sugar. I'm not a fan of 0 calorie sweeteners at all. To me, they just have a really bad aftertaste. Don't like them. A lot of them also destruct your gut. There's been some decent research on this. Still needs to have more research because it's kind of like new-ish. But there's been some decent studies on this that show that it actually has benefits for your gut. So it's very much unlike any other sweeteners out there, 0 calorie sweeteners out there. This one literally tastes like sugar. Like literally tastes like liquid sugar, has 0 aftertaste, and is actually beneficial to your gut. But I will say, still needs some more studying. So I mixed that up. And lately I've actually been adding protein powder to my matcha. Only adds 70 calories and I get a good 12 grams of protein. So that coupled with the milk, my matcha ends up being a good 20 grams of protein right then and there in the morning. So it's just the perfect way to start my morning. Some protein powder. This is from the brand Naked. They use grass-fed whey, and there is no BS in their ingredients, like super clean. Whisk it up. Some ice. I have no idea why our ice maker takes like 50,000 years for the ice cubes to come out, but it does. Finish it off with a little more milk and we're good to go. Make sure we get everything mixed in. And then there you go, 20 grams of protein, 200 calories. And this is usually what I have as my breakfast. Sometimes I'll pair it with a really high protein snack like a pepperoni stick or turkey slices, whatever. But this is literally my breakfast. It replaces my breakfast because if you look at those calories and macros, 200 calories, 20 grams of protein, That's a solid little breakfast. Obviously, if you enjoy eating breakfast, then 200 calories might seem kind of low, but you guys know me. I don't like eating breakfast. It's just, I prefer to like keep my calories for lunch and dinner. Yeah, that's a solid start to your day. Like this literally keeps me full. It is 9:30 right now. Okay, 9:50. Normally I drink this around 9-ish, sometimes 8:30. It keeps me full until 12 to 1-ish. So for a solid, what is that? 4 hours? Yeah, it keeps me full, and that's because of the protein, and it just gives me a good like mood and energy. It really helps to also stabilize my mood and my energy throughout the day because I am starting with something high protein. So yep, cheers. I'm just embracing this rainy day. Good morning, y'all. I just got back in from getting my blood work done. I am looking forward to seeing what my TSH is, because I kind of updated you guys in the last video that I just don't think it's at the perfect spot yet. My guess is that it's like roughly in the 2s, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm about to get a workout in. All right, y'all, I'm taking this video because I am currently 148 pounds. And I love this romper, but feeling a little thick in it. So I want to see how I look after I lose weight, especially my back. Just got the, we got the spillage happening right here. Let's see, I'm having to stand on my tippy toes a little bit because I'm so short and the tripod's already down so low. Let's see how I look. All right, y'all, we need to do a little chit chat because I actually just finished filming. I did like a 14-day challenge with Yeasel using their Yeasel bike and rowing machine. It was a sponsorship, but y'all, like outside of that, I absolutely love Yeasel. I actually had the Yeasel bike back in Canada, but it was right before I moved, so I'm so happy to have it again. And the rowing machine, this is not sponsored, by the way. Like this is not even a part of my contract to share it in this video, but I just love their stuff. Anyways, this is not about that. But doing that challenge, I mean, I've always known this and it kind of just brought it up. Like I wanted to chit chat with you guys about this because this is a major mindset change that is going to just change your whole view on things and really improve your relationship with working out, okay? So what I learned was like, if you set your mind to something, you can do it. Working out every single day, like I've never been that, y'all, like, I'm not that girly, okay? I'm not that girl who like loves to spend 2 hours at the gym every single day. I've just never been that girl, but I always felt like if I wanted to be a healthy, in shape person that I needed to be that. And I always felt that pressure that like, oh, if I went to the gym, it had to be for an hour or two, and that was that. If I worked out, it had to be for an hour and two. I had to have the perfect equipment on. I needed to have like my workout outfit on, shoes on, work out for an hour and a half. Like that was just what working out was. And that's what society taught me. And like, that's what it was. For years, I really did not like working out. And that's why whenever I would try to stick to a workout routine, I just wouldn't. I would always give up after a week or two. And it's because of all that pressure. It's because of the pressure that like you feel like you need to work out for 2 hours, or it doesn't count, or it doesn't matter. It's not worth it if you don't work out for an hour or two. And that's so not true. And ever since like, I think a good 3 or 4 years ago, it hit me that I was like, wait, I actually enjoy shorter workouts. Like when I work out for just 10 minutes, I actually enjoy it. And I actually work out more frequently throughout the week and consistently. Literally, like it was like something shifted in my brain. The minute that I started doing 10, 15-minute max workouts, I started working out 4 times a week, every single week. I'm telling you guys, like clockwork, for 4 years. Like for a solid 3-4 years, I worked out every single week, with the exception of having 1 or 2 off weeks if I was sick or something, and then postpartum with Kylo. Other than that, I literally worked out every single week. Like I went from being a girl who was overweight, chubby her whole life, hated being active, would go to the gym for a week or 2 and then give up and cancel my gym membership. I went from being that girl to being the girl who worked out 4 days a week, every single week for 4 years straight. Like literally how? Because I did what worked for me. Instead of being the girl that drove to the gym and worked out for 2 hours, it just wasn't me. Which is, honestly, I always look at girls that are like your true gym girl who goes to the gym and has like a scheduled like routine that they do, like let's hit these muscles on Monday, these muscles on Tuesday. I always look at those girls and I'm just like, get it, girl. Like I admire it. I think it's amazing, but I'm also like self-aware enough to know it's just not me. And if I try to do that, I won't keep it up. I just won't. So what's better, doing that for 2 weeks or doing 10 to 15 minute workouts 4 days a week for the rest of your life? That's better. Do what you know is sustainable for you. And for me, it's shorter workouts. Like it's so funny because I call it my lazy girl workouts, because sometimes I'll literally be in my slippers and I'll be in my garage doing a lazy girl workout in my slippers, in my PJ, doing jumping squats, picking up some weights, doing whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Just getting it done, doing an at home lazy girl workout, 10 minutes. When I say lazy girl workout, it's such a play on words because ain't nothing lazy about that. I'm not sitting on the couch. I'm literally getting myself up and getting moving. And even 5 minutes a day makes such a difference. Like you will notice such a difference in how you feel. Your brain just gets all of the good chemicals sent right to it and you just have such a good start to your day. And I've been consistent with working out ever since I did that for years. I just now, since I moved to another country, like no one talks about how moving to another country just completely throws off your whole routine. I'm talking down to the point where like I almost like forgot how to cook. Like we lived in an Airbnb for like 6 weeks and I didn't like the pans they had. It all cooked so bad and it was just like, it threw me all the way off. And then just like moving to a different kitchen, like no one talks about how when you move it just like throws your whole groove off, you know? So for literally months I just wasn't really cooking. I wasn't eating outside food. I would just kind of like make sandwiches or like make the basic chicken or just like put something in the air fryer type of thing for like a solid couple months, like moving threw off my whole routine. So outside of that, I'm now getting back into like my shorter workouts and it's just reminding me, like it's crazy because whenever I do a good short workout, it makes me like, I just fall in love with working out. Like I just love it. So I am just here to tell you guys, like I felt like this was something I haven't talked about yet, but I am here to tell you guys, if you're the type that is not like your traditional gym girl who loves working out, just please promise me you will try doing a little 5-minute workout. Just try it. Anything. Do it with your toddler. Do it with your toddler in your living room. Me and Kylo do this sometimes. The other day, I'm like, Kylo, let's do a workout together. And they love it. The kids love it, okay? Just get up and do some jumping jacks, do those knee ups, like just get moving for 5 minutes. Even if it's just 5 minutes and you're in your PJs or you're just in your casual at home comfy outfit, like it doesn't have to be a full thing. It's just whatever gets your body moving. And as soon as you do that and you eliminate the pressure, it's mind blowing how much just lifting that pressure, releasing that pressure changes everything. It changes everything. It changes the whole game. It changes your whole mindset. You will now be so much more consistent with being active by just removing the pressure of needing to be in the perfect gym attire with the perfect sneakers on and going to the gym for 2 hours. Like removing all of that, it changes everything. And it just is such a reminder to you that your mindset controls everything. It controls your mood for the day, your outlook on things, how you react to situations, how you just move in life. So I just had to have a chat with y'all and remind you of how much it matters and it's worth it if you just work out for 5, 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be extreme. And I actually recently, I've been doing some research more on hypothyroidism just to really try to know more about it. And I recently found out that like when you have hypothyroidism, doing high intensity long workouts actually puts more stress on your thyroid and your cortisol level. So it's not recommended for someone with hypothyroidism. If you have hypothyroidism, it's more recommended to do lower impact workouts like walking, weightlifting that isn't too heavy. But I always say I love that with weightlifting, I do think it's important to progress. So like slowly increase your weight. But basically if you have hypothyroidism, just not doing workouts that are extremely strenuous or high impact. So yeah, sorry, I'm just looking outside because it is storming here. Like it is literally, it just poured rain and it was like thunder. One thing about Nashville, like the month of April, it's actually tornado season in the month of April. Man, we get a lot of stormy days, but then it'll be like bright and sunny right after. Anyways, I just had to share that chat with y'all. Don't mind me, y'all. I have been yawning like crazy. I am getting tired. It is like almost, I think it's like 9:30ish, but I just had to document this because this is something that can happen quite a bit if you're on a calorie deficit and on a weight loss journey. So I literally was just chilling on the couch and for the last hour I've been feeling pretty hungry, but I kind of was just like, meh, like a little bit of hunger is normal, which people don't talk about this. Okay, because I feel like they think it's bad to say because you don't want to promote like starving yourself. Of course not. Like, period. That's not what I'm saying at all. But people don't admit or talk about how it is very normal to be hungry on a calorie deficit at the end of the night. Like, it's very normal. Like, when you go to bed at night, you're going to be a little bit hungry. That just means you're in a calorie deficit. If you're fully full at the end of the night, you've eaten maintenance calories more than likely. You know what I mean? When you're on a calorie deficit, you're literally eating less calories than your body burns in a day so that your body can lose weight. So yes, you are going to be a little bit hungry. Starving? Absolutely not. So I'm like laying down here and I'm literally like, oh my God, Amy, you're actually like super hungry, like incredibly hungry, like past normal amount of hungry that is on a calorie deficit. And I hit my calorie target for the day. Like, I've eaten my 1,500 calories for the day. So there are times in your calorie deficit on your weight loss journey where that's going to happen. You're going to eat all of your calories, but maybe you're going to feel extremely hungry at the end of the night. Again, a little bit of hunger, normal, but extreme hunger, not normal. Like, I literally was like, my mouth was just like I just had that extreme hungry feeling and I'm like, okay, what is going on? Sometimes your body's just going through different things and you need to listen to your body. I do know that I am ovulating, so who knows, maybe my body's just burning more calories or whatever it is. So this is what I do when that situation comes up. I think it can be so easy in the moment to be like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, like, and just have a very like all or nothing mindset and just go and eat an entire meal. Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. That's not happening. I'm not doing that. Why? Because I've already eaten my 1,500 calories. And the reality is, if you want to lose weight, you have to be disciplined. And if you want to lose weight, you have to stick to your calorie deficit, period. However, I am extremely hungry. Like, I'm like, why do I just feel so hungry? My mouth is literally like salivating. So in those situations, I'm absolutely not going to get a whole ass meal that's going to take me over my calorie deficit. But I am okay with going over my calorie deficit a little bit, and I will grab something that is high protein. Make sure that I'm prioritizing protein so that I can be fuller, feel more satisfied, and it's a good way to get extra protein in. Like, if you're gonna go over your calories a little bit, make it be at least either protein or some sort of like nutrient dense food, like a good salad or fruit or something. But in this situation where I've already hit my calories, I will typically just grab something 50 calories and under. So this is 45 calories and 4 grams of protein. So it's a really good little snack. And I have obviously told you guys, like, another good option, 25 calories for a slice of turkey, and it's literally 6 grams of protein, like insane. Like, you could have 2 of those, but I just kind of don't feel in the mood for that. So this is what I'm snacking on. I just wanted to share that because I think like this is just one of the very real raw moments that happens on a weight loss journey where you're like, oh, I'm literally hungry and it's 9:30 at night. That is the pivotal point in your weight loss journey. Like, those are the moments that are make or break. Like, what you choose to do in those moments, make or break what's gonna happen in a week from now, in a month from now. You know, like, you can't expect to lose weight, you can't expect to hit your goals if you're not making the right decision in those important moments. You know, I look crazy. This is how I look at 9:30 at night, y'all. Just chilling on my couch. I'm actually watching Winter House. I love Summer House. Then I watched like Southern Charm because Paige from Summer House was dating Craig from Southern Charm. And then I was like, okay, I'm like loving. And then I watched Southern Hospitality because the girl on Southern Charm made Southern Hospitality. And then I was like, okay, now I'm just loving all these shows. Let me just watch Winter House since it's like a play on Summer House. Anyways, it's good. But yeah, these are the hard moments in your weight loss journey that will make or break what's gonna happen in a week from now. When you step on that scale tomorrow, when you step on that scale in a few days, are you going to be proud of the decisions you made, or are you going to regret them? You know? Because I always say, like, the scale goes up and down, it fluctuates. But when that scale does go up, because it is gonna go up, it's normal. Like, the scale goes up for multiple different reasons, hormonal reasons, water weight. Maybe you had slightly more carbs the day before. Carbs are not bad, but when you do eat them, your body will hold on to a little bit of water temporarily. Again, not bad, but these are just the fluctuations that happen in your body. And then, you know, maybe you had a good workout, you had a pump. Again, your body will hold on to that. So it's like the scale will go up, is what I'm trying to say, in certain points of your weight loss journey. It's not like a downward path. It's just not. It's always like up. It goes down gradually, but there's a lot of ups and downs throughout. And when the scale does go up, are you going to look at it and know, oh, you know what? Cool. I'm like, I know I made the right decision, so it's probably just water weight. Or are you going to look at it and be like, ugh, is that just like normal fluctuating? Or is that because I made a really bad decision the other night? Like, do you know what I mean? These are just the moments where you got to make them hard decisions. I'm gonna eat now because I'm actually really hungry. I I'm like sitting here talking. Okay, we need to do some updates because it's been a solid like week and a half since I have vlogged and updated you guys. My family came to visit from Canada. As you can hear, my voice is raspy because we literally had a blast. Like we were just talking. I've never talked so much in my life, okay? We were talking so much and laughing, like literally dying of laughter for an entire week straight. My voice is literally raspy. Like I lost my voice. This is actually better than it was yesterday. But anyways, my family came to visit from Canada, so I just took a whole like week to just really take a break and, you know, focus on having family time, especially because they live so far away. It was just so precious just to have them here and like really be like focused in the moment, you know? But we have some updates because I got my blood work done right before my family came. I can't remember which day it was, but you guys saw I kind of vlogged a little bit. And I want to show you guys what my current blood work results are for my thyroid. So I will pull that up and then we'll also give you guys an update on my weight. So we will do a weigh-in and also kind of recap how it was having my family here. Of course, we tried a bunch of good food. I want to share how I handled that and what the results of that was, like having my family here for a week. Did I maintain? Did I gain weight? Did I go buck wild? Let's talk about it. So I think that that's super important in a weight loss journey. I'm just going to pull up the results as I talk, but I think it's super important to address how to handle social situations as well as like vacations while you are on a weight loss journey. So we will definitely talk about that. Okay, so first things first, let's go over my recent blood work. So in my last video, I gave you guys like an estimate of what I thought my thyroid was currently at that time. And I had my blood work done, I think a week after I filmed that video. So let's roll the tape and see what my guess was and let's see if I was right. Roll the tape. So I think if I were to guess, I guess that my TSH is about 1.5 to 2. Wouldn't even be shocked if it was 2.5. So, and then I went to take my blood work on April 26th, and this was the results. My TSH was 2.0. So 2 on the dot, and I was spot on with my estimate. I knew even me saying that it might possibly be a 1 was kind of far-fetched, but I really knew it was a 2. Like I felt like a 2, you know? So we did up my dose. So I am now on, so this was April 26th. I am now on 105 mg, and then I will take my blood work again in June. I have a feeling that this will be my good and final dose. I'm hoping this dose of 105 mg brings me down to a 1. If not, we might go up to like 110, 115. We will see. But I did tell my doctor, and she actually agreed with me and told me so many of her other patients say the same. But I did tell my doctor that I personally feel the best when my TSH is like 0.5 to 0.8, max 1. Like I don't even like a 1.1, 1.2 is just not ideal for me. Like 0.8, I've been a 0.5 and a 0.8 before, and I just felt so good. Top tier energy levels, really easy to maintain my weight and really easy to lose weight, just good, healthy levels for me. And she said that a lot of her patients say the same thing, that they love 1 or slightly under 1, and that's exactly how I feel too. So I've had so many of you guys reach out to me too, saying that like your TSH was like a 3 and your doctor said it was good, but you don't feel good, you feel tired, you have a hard time losing weight. And I'm just like, yeah, don't listen to your doctor, okay? I know it's important to listen to our doctors, but it's also important to do our own research. And if you do your own research, you will literally see that optimal TSH levels is 0.4 to 2.5. But if you do research, you'll see a lot of people feel their absolute best, like the optimal level is right around that 1, is that sweet spot. So if you're at a 2.5 or you're at a 3, chances are you're still probably having trouble losing weight. Chances are you're still probably losing some hair. Chances are you are probably still feeling super tired, like you need a nap right around that afternoon mark. So yeah, do your own research, advocate for yourself, work with a doctor that's going to trust that you will feel better if you know, get your TSH a little lower. It's not good to have too low TSH, of course, because then you'll go hyper, thyroid versus hypo. But yeah, that right around that 1 is that sweet spot. So I'm still not there yet, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better, especially after I've been on the 105 mg now for about a week and a half, and oh my god, I'm feeling so much better. And it really showed as well, like with my family here, it was so much easier to maintain my weight. Even if I went over my calories a little bit, it's like the scale didn't go crazy. Before, it's like if I just ate literally 100 calories over my maintenance or like 100 calories over the day before, the scale would just boom, gain 4 pounds. Like it makes it nearly impossible to maintain or lose when your TSH is not good. So I'm already feeling way better on this new dose. So there is the thyroid update. And then let's do a weigh-in update as well as an update on how it was with having my family here. So my latest weigh-in was this morning, of course, but let's do even before my family came. So on May 6th, which was the morning my family arrived, I weighed in at 147 exact on the dot. And I was so happy with that number because for the longest time, literally for months and months and months, I kept seeing 149, 148, 149, 148 on the scale. Like it just would not go down to 147. I think the lowest it ever went was like 147.6, but that was like a miracle because it went right back up to 149 after that, even with me being on my calories properly, right? Like with me doing everything I can. That's just how out of whack my thyroid was. But now with this new dose and also my calorie deficit and walking a lot and all of that, I finally hit 147 and I was like, hallelujah. So that was amazing. And I was literally 8 days away from getting my period on that day. So the fact that I hit a new low on the scale while being a week away from my period is insane, because if it wasn't for my period, I probably would have been 146. So that was really good. I was so happy about that. And then I continued to weigh myself throughout my family being here. So let's talk about that. So with my family being here, my approach was, and this is also was my approach when I first moved to Nashville in June, and like I knew we would be so excited to try so many new food places. Here's my approach. You definitely want to have fun and enjoy, but there has to be some sort of balance. So here's like the balancing scale, right? If you're going out to eat constantly and overeating and going over your calories, look at how off balance this is, right? You're bound to gain weight. It's just gonna happen, that's just a fact. But let's bring this back to scale here. Let's bring it back to a good balance. Let's say you go out to eat and you kind of eat more than your maintenance calories one day, so you have a little bit of like a cheat meal. But then the other day, you actually eat a calorie deficit again. Look at that, we're back in a good balance. And then maybe the next day, maybe you do go out again and you go over on your calories. Then maybe the next day you have maintenance calories. Look at that, we're in a good scale again. So this is just me kind of showing you guys how to keep things balanced. So that's what I did. When my family came here for the first couple days, I knew that I wanted, so I always have a cheat meal once a week. Like you guys know that, that's always been a part of my plan, and we'll talk about that more in future videos. But I knew that I was more than likely gonna have my cheat meal right around my son's birthday. We were gonna have cupcakes. So I was very choosy. Like for example, the first day my family came, we went to get ice cream, but I was like, on that day, I was like, do I really need this ice cream? Like I actually don't really feel like it. So I'm not just gonna shove calories in my mouth for no reason. Let me save the extra calories for another day when I'll want it even more. So that's what I did. So the first few days, I didn't feel like I needed to have certain things. Like I wanted to kind of save my calories for other times. So I was really good on actually staying in a deficit for some of those days, other days maintenance. And then there were 2 days out of the entire 7 days that my family was here where I did go over my maintenance calories. I think we went out for, me and my sister went to go grab a cookie, my favorite cookie. I wanted to show her like the area. It's such a beautiful, cute little area to walk around in. So I knew I wanted to do that. And so I saved my calories for that and kind of had my cheat meal on that day. And then my son's birthday, we had cupcakes. So I had myself 2 cupcakes. Okay, not 1, not 2. So, but there was that balance. I had so many other days before where I made sure to eat higher protein and I skip out on the ice cream, just basically keeping a good balance between, out of 7 days, I cannot overeat on my calories all 7 days. Maybe these 5 days I will be on a deficit for most of them, maybe even maintenance for one of them. And then on these 2 days, I can, go over my calories and enjoy myself more. Do you know what I mean? It's about keeping that balance. And by keeping that balance, here's my weight throughout the time my family was here. May 7th, the day after, 147, still didn't go up. 147.6 on May 9th. Again, I think at this point I was like 4 days out, 5 days out from getting my period. So only 0.6 up, and I literally was about to get my period, so that makes a lot of sense. And then again, May 10th, 147.6, did not change. By this time, my family had already been there for 4 days, and the scale's pretty much the same. Up 0.6 pounds, but totally normal because I'm about to get my period. This morning, 148.2, so the scale was up 1 pound from before the time my family came. That means on the entire week that my family was here, while we were on vacation, I only gained 1 pound in the entire trip. That's revolutionary. And I'm telling you, for me, because in the past, anytime I would go on vacation, I literally would come back. And I say go on vacation, obviously I was still home, but like my family was here. So we were literally going out every day, like restaurants, ice cream shops, cookie shops, dessert shops, downtown. Like it was like, that audio club, another club. Like we were hitting it up every day. Okay, it was a vacation, honey. And I only gained 1 pound. Like in the past, I literally would gain like 15 pounds. And you think this is a joke, but it's actually not a joke. One time I came back from vacation and it was just like, oh, she's a whole new person. That literally used to be me. But now I just have more of a balanced approach in things. I know you cannot, again, if your vacation is 7 days, honey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You cannot go all in all 7 days or else you're gonna come back a whole different person, okay? I'm just keeping it real with you. You gotta like pick 1 or 2 days out of those 7 days where you can be like, you know what, today I'll go over my calories a little bit, but the other days there has to be some balance there to keep the scale even. So anyways, even the scale going up to 1 pound is honestly just because I just had my cheat meal yesterday. Like I literally just went over my calories, sorry, not yesterday, Monday. My family left on Tuesday and on Monday is when I had my cheat meal. We went to get cookies and whatever. So what I'm trying to say is that that scale being up 1 pound is likely because I literally just had my cheat meal 2 days ago. So your body's gonna hold on to those extra carbs as water weight to hold on to it. I'll literally lose it in like a day. So it's not actually 1 pound of fat. Do you know what I mean? If I had had my cheat meal, let's say 4 days ago and weighed myself today, I likely would be back down to 147 is what I'm trying to say. So I pretty much gained like nothing the whole time my family was here. So this is just a good lesson that like balance is super important when you go on vacation or when you have people visiting and all of that stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on how, you know, my weight loss journey has been going right now. I'm super happy because I feel like I'm finally in a place where my thyroid is in a good spot. It's easier now for me to lose weight. Like now I can actually just eat 1,500 calories and lose weight. Before I was eating 1,500 calories and the scale would not move. And God forbid I would eat like 17 or 18, then I would literally gain weight. So it's just insane how your thyroid can affect things, but I'm feeling so much better now and I'm actually about to go for a nice walk. It is a beautiful day here, so I'm gonna take advantage of the weather, get in some steps, and yeah, that is pretty much it for this vlog, y'all. I am gonna continue to document my journey, so make sure you are following me on this channel because I'm gonna document my entire weight loss journey and just sort of do like episodes. So yeah, I can't wait to just continue sharing everything with you guys. And my next goal, so right now I am 147. Of course, my next goal is 146, but more of a larger scale. I would really love to see that 130s on the scale again. I want to see that 139 so I can just see that 3 something on the scale again, or the 1-3 something. Anyways, yeah, so subscribe and make sure you follow along on my weight loss journey. Bye guys. Mwah.